Thank you for coming, Roger, on my YouTube channel. I'm very glad to talking with you today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And first, Roger is my senior MBA program. Please show me, please my T-shirt, Halt. Halt is MBA program in San Francisco, and Roger is senior at Halt MBA program. So I'm talking with him today in San Francisco. And Roger, where are you from?
I'm originally from Spain, Barcelona, Spain.
Oh, Spain. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
good place.
Yeah.
And what do you do now in San Francisco?
Right. So now, I mean, as you mentioned, right, I'm about to graduate from Holt,
Yeah.
my master's in actual business analytics.
Yeah.
And yeah, but at the same time, I have like some projects. I had a podcast as well,
I see.
featuring young entrepreneurs, but also investors,
very
founders.
I want to share the information on my YouTube channel and on social media.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please share after recording this channel.
Sure.
Yeah. And I want to ask you your story. When did you come here in San Francisco?
Yeah, so I came to San Francisco
Okay.
6 years ago,
6 years ago?
to the US 7 years ago.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
And-
When you came to America, were you a high school student?
Yeah, I was a high school student.
Oh, it's very early time to
Yeah,
come here.
yeah.
It's easy to communicate in English for the first time.
For the first time?
Yes, for the first time.
Not that easy actually, no.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, my English wasn't that good. But I'm doing what you're doing now, right?
Yes,
I
yes.
didn't talk much, but people that spoke the same language as
Okay.
I did. So in my case is Spanish, right? So I try to like only watch movies and shows in English.
Oh, I see.
Uh,
I see.
Only watch stuff and read stuff in English, and then talk as much as I could
I see.
in English.
I
So
see.
yeah, try to do a lot of activities. Like for example, back in high school, I joined track and field. Cross country. Running club. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, just make friends, hang out,
Oh, I see.
and talk.
I see.
You know,
When you come to come here, you can't speak English at all, or
No.
you have some conversation in English. Is it possible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know some English.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see. In Spain, Spanish people speak English in Spain.
They do.
I see.
But not as
Not
good.
so fluent.
Yeah, not so fluent. Right.
Ah, I
That's the
see.
word. Yeah.
But most of the Japanese people don't speak English at all,
At all.
in Japan.
Oh.
Japanese people use only Japanese.
Okay.
A little different situation, I think so.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Well, the thing is, yeah, I don't really like the education system regarding English. No?
Okay.
In Spain, it's not taught well. But yeah, it's kind of the same thing, maybe.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
In Spain,
Yeah.
did you have class in Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
similar situation. Yes.
Yeah.
I had class, for example, mathematics as a subject,
Okay.
only in Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
So I came here only 2 weeks. It's very difficult for me to understand
Right.
English class.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see. And Roger, you want to become an entrepreneur, I think so. Why do you want to become an entrepreneur? I want to ask you.
Yeah, it comes from, it's been a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, so since I was 12 years old,
Okay.
There's a movie called Social
Social
Network.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg.
It's Mark Zuckerberg's movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched the movie
Yeah.
on the airplane.
Oh,
Yes.
coming here?
Yeah, no. Going
Oh.
to India.
Oh, to
for
India.
travel.
Oh,
yeah. When
yeah,
I
yeah.
watched. Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I watched that movie. And I mean, before, I already liked businesses and all. I mean, I was very little, but
Okay.
yeah. I guess I got inspiration from my dad. My dad, runs a company, and I always like had that in mind. But yeah, I watched the movie and I really liked it. It was very motivational, and so
Yeah.
after that, I said, yeah, I want to be Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay.
And people hate him.
Yeah,
But I kind of like him. I mean, he's done very incredible things.
Yes, you respect him.
I respect him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
respect him, and I watched the movie. Maybe the movie 10 years ago.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, if it more than that, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the movie when I was a university student about 10 years ago.
Oh,
and yes, I'm impressed by the movie, and I made a social networking service by myself.
Oh, cool.
At the time.
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't. My programming skill is very limited, so I use some framework and to make a social networking service in Japan.
Okay.
Yes, it takes about 1 month.
Okay.
Yes, it was very good time for me, and I learned a lot from this process. And I shared the social networking service, a very limited social networking
Okay.
service, but I had 400 friends using this
Using it.
social media.
Oh,
yes.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I kind of did the same thing. Very, very like simple, but yeah, like I taught myself basics in HTML.
Awesome.
And I also like at 12 years old, I created a simple website with the chat.
Yeah.
And
Great.
Games made with PowerPoint, simple things. But yeah, it was a hit in high school. Like many of my friends used it.
Yeah,
And,
awesome.
Yeah, I was known as the Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I see.
Yeah.
After you decide to become entrepreneur, like Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. His name is hard.
Yeah, a little
pronounce.
difficult to
Yeah.
pronounce. But after that, you started business, or you decide to enter university? Oh, yeah.
No, actually, no. After that, so after the website that I created, right?
Okay.
The chat. I they were not businesses, but I was making money, right? I started a clothing brand with my friends. We actually like made.
Why did you decide to have clothing brand with your friend?
Oh, just I wanted to make some money.
Everything is okay at the timing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And had free time. So yeah.
You sold the clothes online?
No,
E-commerce?
in person. Yeah.
Oh,
but,
in person,
Yeah,
I
but like
see.
a couple hundreds. Yeah. It was.
What
it
good
was okay.
experience.
Yeah, good experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
I started my company as a tech company, but I opened a sushi restaurant in Tokyo, not tech company.
Okay.
So it's but very different business field. But I think essential thing is same. I think so. When we try to have business or have business as a merchant, it's not different, same process, I think so. So you're good experience to sell clothes.
Yeah, a lot of social connections. You need to like talk to your customers directly.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean after that, I came here.
You came here.
Started my undergraduate program in business administration.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and so after that, I started. I mean, no, before that actually. Yeah, I started the podcast I have. Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah. And then after that podcast, I started working. I was a founding member at an NFT startup.
NFT startup.
Yeah.
Cool. So cool.
Yeah, and so we actually that year it was a year because I left after it, but it reminded me of the Social Network movie because it was crazy. We went to like networking parties, and it was amazing. You get to know and meet a lot of people, investors, but yeah, it was actually it was really really close to the movie
Yes.
itself. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
I see. I see.
yeah, yeah.
But you experience many things, sell clothes or making some website and entering American school, and I respect you. But I listen some information. You like Asian countries, I think so.
Yeah.
Why do you like Asian countries?
I guess because since very little I've been watching anime,
Anime. Oh, I see.
and yeah, so yeah, when I was little, also like no one in back home used to make sushi. Like they didn't know sushi, but I searched on Google, I mean YouTube, how to make sushi.
Oh,
And so-
really?
yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
Like rolls, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll
So
style sushi.
yeah, so I used to make them.
What is the favorite anime?
Anime One Piece.
One Piece.
Yeah.
Or what character do you like? Best character?
I don't know, Luffy, I guess.
Luffy.
I don't know.
Luffy is yeah, main character.
Yeah.
But I love Zoro too.
Zoro,
Yeah,
yeah.
Zoro. Zoro's knife is so cool.
Yeah.
Zoro's knife is like sushi sword. Sushi
Yeah,
knife.
oh,
Yes.
that's why. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I read and I watched all stories.
Mm.
One Piece.
Mm.
Yes, let's talk about One Piece
Oh.
another time. Yes.
Yeah.
So, but you love not only Japan but also other country. You love Asian country.
Asia as a
Yes.
whole, yeah.
Yes, have you ever been to Japan?
Yeah.
Yes,
Japan.
and other country, other Asian country, have you ever been to?
In Asia, I've only been to Japan and China. Yeah.
Oh, China.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, how long?
Actually, no, yeah. So during Holt, I studied there.
Oh,
From-
really?
yeah.
Oh, incredible experience.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
How long did you stay in China?
Oh no, only a month.
Only a month. Oh,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
1 month is
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
but a little difficult to communicate in China and in China, I think so.
Yeah, because no one speaks English.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
How do you speak them?
Yeah, actually, in Japan it was easier to speak in English than China.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah. But yeah, I would just like if I went to a restaurant, I would just take a picture of the menu and
Okay.
say I want this.
Okay, I
Yeah.
gotcha.
That's how I communicated.
Okay, very
Yeah.
difficult to communicate.
Yeah.
Since I came to San Francisco, a little difficult to communicate in English, but it's more difficult, I think, so in China when
Yeah.
you live
Yeah.
in China,
Yeah.
stay in China.
Yeah.
I see. And Roger, do you have some idea? Try to next business, other next business.
Yeah, many.
Many?
Yeah.
Please
But-
tell me some ideas.
Right. I mean, there's some ideas that are just like in my head that I think they could work,
You
and
have to
there's
write
there's
them.
all yeah I've written them yeah, but there's others that I'm working now on.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So for example, during my masters, I didn't know to code. I mean, I knew a little bit of coding, but almost nothing. But now I'm like kind of like, it's gotten easier to like
Oh, I see.
code in Python or yeah.
Oh,
So
I see.
yeah, so now I'm getting more into deep learning, machine learning, AI, right?
Great.
Yeah. So and then like now AI is like it's a hype. It's going up.
Yeah.
So yeah, on my own I'm building some models, image recognition. So yeah, we'll see if I'm able to get something out of it and we can make a business.
Okay.
So,
Except your class, do you making something AI service or something?
well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to work on. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because for example, in class we're not taught like deep learning, but I'm learning on my own.
Okay.
Yeah, so at the same time I'm learning, I'm developing it. So I'm learning. I'm doing as I'm learning.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
When I was a university student, I wrote some code by Python, and when I started my company,
Yeah.
I don't have money and I don't have people,
Right.
so I wrote my coding by
Okay.
myself.
Oh.
It's very terrible experience for me. It's so hard for me,
Yeah.
and I'm not good at writing code. So it's very difficult, but I learned a lot by experience. This experience.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people, think, oh, it's too hard. I'll never touch it. But
Yeah.
you just gotta like try it out and
Yes, I
then
tried.
go, and then you'll see that a lot of things that you thought they were hard or impossible,
Yes.
they're possible.
Yeah.
And you just need to do it.
I think so.
see.
And this process to learn how to write code
Mm.
is how to make sushi. It's very similar situation for me. It is because I started to make sushi about 6 months ago,
Okay.
after I quit my president's title in Japan. But the process to learn is very similar. And you told me if we haven't tried to do anything, we can't understand it's suitable to us or not. So try it. As soon as possible, try is very important thing. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Also, same thing in business. Like, you need to like, develop your MVP and then launch it as soon as you can. Also, right? And then iterate on it and try new things. But because a lot of people think too much and don't do. They just talk, right?
Yes.
And so it's about the execution, not about the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very important thing.
Yeah.
Let's have a sushi party with me
Okay,
as
yeah.
soon as possible, and let's iterate.
Exactly.
Every time.
Yeah.
It's very fun process.
Yeah.
And okay. And last question I want to ask you, Roger. When you were high school student, you decided to come San Francisco here. Why did you decide to come here when you were high school student? It's very difficult decision, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I was a high school student, it was not in San Francisco. It was in Wisconsin.
As a state, okay.
Yeah.
But you
but did you
came America.
Yeah. Well, because first of all, my dad, he was also an exchange student when he was, my age back then.
Okay.
So I'm like, like they were kind of pushing me to,
pushing.
Not pushing, but kind of pushing. Yeah.
Okay. Recommend
Yeah.
you to go to
so
America.
I could learn English. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but yeah, I actually stayed with the same family my dad stayed with.
Yeah.
Because we're like kind of very close. They're like my family to me here in the U.S. So, it was easier maybe than other people because other people don't know the family they're gonna stay in. But it was actually the best year of my life. I had a lot of fun. I made a lot of friends. I learned English. So yeah, that was why I came here to the U.S. But also, I've always had Silicon Valley and San Francisco in my mind. So yeah, as soon as I got the opportunity after high school, that's why I came here, because it's the place I want to be, the place where magic happens in startups, and where the money is too. So
Mark Zuckerberg live here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's actually so I'm starting, jujitsu. It's like judo.
Oh yeah, I know.
So I'm starting to do that too.
Really?
Because Mark Zuckerberg, he won a jiu-jitsu competition.
Yeah.
So chances are I'm gonna fight against him.
In the future, you
Yeah,
can fight with Zuckerberg. I think
Exactly.
so.
Yeah.
But you respect him, yeah, so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you can meet him. I think so.
Yeah.
100%.
I think
in
so.
San
Yeah.
Francisco.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. And if you meet some person in Spain, I have you meet some young person in Spain. Is it best to go to American university or staying in Spain and go to Spanish university? Which is the best? You are asked. If you are asked, what do you do? What do you say to him? It's okay. You go back to 10 years ago, and
Yeah.
what do you want to say to you?
To myself.
Yes, it's okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't regret anything I've done, so
Really?
I would do it again.
I do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I would come here instead of Spain. And I'm not saying Spain is not good. University in Spain they're not good because they are good, but there's something about the U.S. that linking it to startups and failure. People here, if you fail, that's actually not a bad thing.
Yes.
Because they see as you fail, you learn, and people just don't really care or judge you by failure.
Okay.
But back in Spain, things are different. If you fail, you fail.
I see. It's very similar situation in Japan, I think.
Right,
So.
yeah.
Yeah. Most of the people, most of the Japanese people are afraid to fail.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and it shouldn't be like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's better not to fail, but if you do fail, learn from it and get up, do it again.
Yes, to fail and
Yeah.
learn fast.
Yeah.
To fail fast means to learn fast. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah, it's very important thing. Yeah.
Because if you never try,
Okay.
you never learn.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since I came here 2 weeks, I learned a lot. Using only English is a little difficult now, but my English is better and better since I came here. It is because in Japan, it's very difficult to have occasion to talk in English. So I'm very glad to talk with you in English. If I cannot use English, I don't use English.
Right.
I don't have time to talk with you.
Right.
Can you understand Japanese?
No.
No,
Well,
nothing.
I mean, some words.
Yeah, okay. Please tell me you know some words. Do you know some words?
Matane.
Matane. Good word.
Then.
Yes.
Yeah, I know bad words, but I'm not
No,
gonna say
no. Well, thank you. Okay. So,
Yeah.
last time, this YouTube channel is closing time. So let's say with me, matane. Do you know the meaning this of
Oh,
this
that's
word?
bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Matane.
Matane.
See ya. See ya.
See ya.